errors, quality improvement, and safety protocols, with 4 answer choices and explanations. Patient safety and systems-based practice clinical vignettes. Medical errors and adverse events. 1. Near-miss event reporting. A nurse notices that a medication dose was nearly administered incorrectly but caught the error in time. What should be done next? A. Ignore it since no harm occurred. B. Report it to the hospital safety system. C. Discipline the responsible nurse. D. Only document it if harm occurs. Answer: B. Report it to the hospital's safety system. Explanation: near misses should always be reported to improve safety systems and prevent future harm. 2. Types of medical errors. A patient with a penicillin allergy is given amoxicillin but has no reaction. What type of error is this? A. Near miss. B. Preventable adverse event. C. Sentinel event. D. Non-preventable adverse event. Answer: B. Preventable adverse event. Explanation: giving a contraindicated drug is an error, even if no harm occurs. 3. Root cause analysis, RCA. A hospital investigates why the wrong medication was given to multiple patients. Which approach is best? A. Root cause analysis. B. Blame the responsible staff. C. Increase patient monitoring. D. Retrain all hospital employees. Answer: A. Root cause analysis, explanation. RCA identifies system failures rather than blaming individuals. Sentinel event. Which of the following is an example of a sentinel event? A. Medication error with mild side effects. B. Fall resulting in no injury. C. Wrong site surgery. D. Delayed medication administration. Wrong site surgery. Explanation: a sentinel event is an unexpected occurrence leading to serious harm or risk of death. 5. Effective handoff communication. A physician hands off a patient without mentioning a critical lab result. What principle of safe handoff was violated? A. Standardized communication. B. Patient-centered care. C. Clinical autonomy. D. Shared decision-making. Answer: A. Standardized communication. Explanation: handoffs should follow structured formats like SBAR, Situation Background Assessment Recommendation. 6. Just culture and medical errors. A nurse makes a documentation error but reports it. The hospital reassures the nurse but reviews workflow improvements. What is this approach called? A. Punitive culture. B. Just culture. C. Blame-free system. D. Zero tolerance policy. Just culture. Explanation: a just culture balances accountability with system improvement. Quality improvement, QN safety initiatives. 7. Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle. Which step of the PDSA cycle involves implementing a new intervention on a small scale? A. Plan. B. Do. C. Study. D. Act. Do. Explanation: the do phase tests the change on a small scale before widespread implementation. 8. High reliability organizations, HROs. Which characteristic is seen in high reliability organizations? A. Accepting minor errors as normal. B. Hierarchical decision-making. C. Continuous learning from errors. D. Strict punishment for all mistakes. Answer: C. Continuous learning from errors. Explanation: HROs focus on anticipating and learning from errors to prevent harm. 9. Preventing hospital-acquired infections. Which of the following is the most effective way to reduce hospital-acquired infections? A. Isolating all patients with infections. B. Giving broad-spectrum antibiotics. C. Frequent and proper hand hygiene. D. Placing all patients on contact precautions. Answer: frequent and proper hand hygiene. Explanation: hand hygiene is the most effective infection control measure. 10. Medication reconciliation. What is the primary goal of medication reconciliation at hospital admission? A. Reduce pharmacy workload. B. Identify and prevent medication errors. C. Ensure medication adherence. D. Limit medication costs. Identify and prevent medication errors. Explanation: medication reconciliation prevents errors like duplications and omissions. 11. Preventing surgical errors. What is the most effective strategy to prevent wrong site surgeries? A. Trusting the surgeon's memory. B. Marking the surgical site preoperatively. C. Asking the patient to confirm their procedure. D. Only using electronic medical records. Answer: B. Marking the surgical site preoperatively. Marking the correct site and using checklists prevents surgical errors. 12. Human factors in patient safety. Which of the following is an example of human factors engineering in patient safety? A. Blaming individuals for errors. B. Reducing electronic alerts. C. Standardizing IV tubing connections. D. Increasing work hours for efficiency. Answer: C. Standardizing IV tubing connections. Explanation: human factors engineering design systems to prevent errors, such as incompatible connections for IV lines. 13. Alarm fatigue and safety. Which intervention reduces alarm fatigue in hospitals? A. Increasing the volume of all alarms. B. Turning off alarms unless a patient is critical. C. Customizing alarm settings for each patient. D. Having nurses ignore low-priority alarms. And C. Customizing alarm settings for each patient. Alarm fatigue occurs when too many non-urgent alarms desensitize staff. Customization helps prioritize true alerts. 14. Patient safety and teamwork training. A hospital wants to improve teamwork and safety culture. Which intervention is most effective? A. Mandating individual self-study modules. B. Conducting interprofessional team training. C. Hiring more administrators. D. Increasing nurse-to-patient ratios. Answer: conducting interprofessional team training. Explanation: team training, like team steps, improves communication and safety. 15. Disclosure of medical errors. A physician gives the wrong dose of insulin, causing hypoglycemia. The patient recovers. What is the best action? A. Do not mention the error since the patient recovered. B. Tell the patient only if they ask. C. Disclose the error and explain corrective actions. Let the hospital handle the disclosure. Answer C. Disclose the error and explain corrective actions. Explanation: ethical standards require full disclosure of medical errors to patients. Summary of key patient safety principles. Report near misses to prevent future harm. Use root cause analysis (RCA) to find system issues. Standardized communication improves handoffs. Just culture balances accountability and system improvement. Hand hygiene is the most effective infection prevention strategy. Use checklists and site marking to prevent surgical errors. Disclose all medical errors with transparency.